Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
We are here with Mr. Ross Brownlee,
Yes.
CEO of Safilo Americas. Mr. Brownlee, how is doing Safilo this year?
I speak for Safilo in the Americas region only. We're actually having a strong year. It's not a straightforward year because we are going through a period of significant change from a license portfolio perspective. The news of the Armani loss from the company is a meaningful one. Yet despite that, I'm really happy that on all the brands beyond Armani, we're having very substantial double-digit lifts across the region. And in the case of the SLA, the Latin America region, with the key chains, the distributors, etc., we are more than 50% up year on year. So, you know, the mood is still very positive. I think there is an increased focus inside the company, and there is a commitment to do a really excellent job, but in a different way. When I say a different way, we are not as dependent on specific license brands. We have a strategic focus to build up a broader portfolio of brands rather than a dependence on one or two brands, and we have a strategic focus to make sure our own proprietary brands, our house brands, let's say, are leading performers for the company. And I'm really gratified that Carrera, which is a brand that Safilo has owned for, well, since 1996, I believe, is now the #1 brand that we have in the whole of the Latin American region. And its dynamism is growing. It's almost doubling year on year. It's really an emerging contender as perhaps the hottest brand in the entire region in that market, and it's ours. So we're not dependent on a license relationship for that, and it's a very exciting time to be having this momentum.
Thank you, that's good. And there's 2 new brands for Latin America this year, Polaroid and Smith Optics. Could you please tell us about this?
Certainly. Well, it's also linked to what I was saying in terms of the balancing of the portfolio. We look at the market and we see, obviously, the sunglasses category is very dynamic. And we have a huge belief in the potential of the polarized segment within the sunglasses category. So when we looked at the market, we looked and we saw the opportunity with the brand Polaroid. Polaroid is really synonymous with polarization. The inventor of the polarized lens actually was the founder of Polaroid. So if you are in a market which is looking for authenticity, which is looking for legitimacy, there is no one more legitimate in the polarized sunglasses space than the inventor. Yeah. And so our real opportunity here is to make that brand resonate and relevant for today. And it plays in a value space in the market. It's not out of reach for the majority of consumers. It's got an accessible price positioning. Yet for that price positioning, there is simply no better lens in the market, because it has Class 1 optics with polarization that not everyone can claim. In fact, no one can claim at that price point. So it's a very exciting opportunity for us in our drive for where we think the biggest dynamism is in the market. You also mentioned Smith. Smith is a brand that is owned, again, by Safilo, and I would call it a sleeping giant for Latin America. Is hugely successful in the USA, but as far as Latin America is concerned, we're really launching it now. We believe the time is right. We think that with the right level of support, the right level of investment, and a sell-through approach to the market, not a passive sell-in approach. We're not a trading company. We're really a sell-through driven entity. We think that the value that Smith brings, again, it has legitimacy, it has authenticity. It's not pretending to be something. It really is the real deal in the sporting segment. And the passion that the Smith team bring and the world that they represent translates very nicely to the sunglasses category. And we've had a lot of requests for it for some time, and we feel that now is the right time to launch for Latin America.
Mr. Brownlee, thank you for this interview, and
Thank you.
And a lot of luck.
Thank you very much. Really, it's an exciting time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.